We begin the week 20, this week 24, actually 24, 25, 24. So let me see. So one of the last week, what are we learning? Actually, when we review with 22 homework, we have big section we didn't cover. Let's put it on the screen. I think, yeah. So let's go through this one first. Okay. So you have your week 22 homework with you?
Can I get it real quick?
Yeah. Go ahead.
I have it.
Okay, excellent. Let me see. Let me have a change. There's 20 tools around here, so not easy to enter properly. Okay.
I'll be back in like one second because我的 homework 应该在楼底下，然后我在楼上现在。
去吧，去拿吧，去拿吧。
好，谢谢。
没事，咱们就几个人，可以 flexible。这个 Quentin 怎么还没来呢？行吧。噔噔噔。
Is that kid new, like Quintus or something?
Yeah, the new boy. Yeah, the new student. He also missed the last Sunday class too.
Oh.
All right, let me see. His mom called. Ding, 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 ding.
Hello。
哎，你是 Quentin 妈妈吗？我是林贵。
哎，你好，林老师，是。
哎，赶快加入，我们开始上课了。
哦，他已经加入了耶。
嗯。
难道我登错了吗？
登错了。
他已经在。
没有，就你。
啊，我用的是邮件的那个 link 耶。
不对，那你用这个，用刚才发出来的 link。
哦，行，好的，好，那我重新来。
OK。OK， so 就好一点点。Yep. Thank you. Good night. Take a little longer. Let me pause here. Dun. OK， 你有没有那个有一些题需不需要need me go through first?
Like week 22?
Yeah.
Probably 31. Oh, not that one, sorry. No, not really.
Okay.
Oh, Quintus is like asking.
You can let him in?
Sure.
Yep. Hey, Quintus. All right. Can you see my screen first? Maybe you didn't mute yourself. All right. Mandy, can Mandy come back or not? Dun. Quintus, can you hear me or see my screen now?
老师，
哎，你说
Week 22有了 two kids 吗？
再说一遍。
Week 22有了 two kids 吗？Because 我有一个说 Week 22 but
Week 22实际上是，让我打开一个这个啊，这个贴在网上的这个才是正确的，我打印出来的那个可能是相对好像少了一块，我后来想加了一块，好像没加到。 相当于是这个打印出来的这个
对，是的。
是这个，对，这个刚才就是我打开的这个，应该是对的。嗯哼，这个相当于是原来打印出来的话没有这一块，所以我后来加了这一块，变成就变成有差别了，所以打印的那块是相当于少了。好吧，那咱们开始啊。这个我叫你们有没有take your homework 有没有感觉哪个地方哪个题比较难的？Which one 比 do not
Can we
remember?
ask for the like other page?
Oh yeah, of course. Our page we maybe already explain a little bit. This page, right?
Because I'm kind of confused on like 31.
31. Okay, let's begin 31 now. 现在是 31，你念一遍好不好？ You read for me.
Okay. Diane Gray and Lucy Hoag together can prepare a crawfish boil for a large party in 4 hours. Lucy alone can complete the job in 2 hours, less time than Diane alone. Find the time in which each person can prepare the crawfish boil alone. Round each time to the nearest tenth of an hour.
Okay, so 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 the totally we consider is 1. Okay, so totally is 1. So suppose
等一下，老师，我很快有点 confused。
Okay.
因为我那个 last week 我记得我们 talk about 这个的。
Yes, that's we talked this already, but Lillian I think is also missed this one, right?
Oh, okay.
Okay. So yeah, so let's 2 people, right? First 2 people we say this one is D, this one is L. So they are work together. So take totally 4 hours. So let's skip this sentence first and go second sentence. Lucy alone can complete the job in 2 hours less than Dan. So Dan have supposed to take D hours. And Leon take 2 hours less. So D minus 2, right? Right? Is it correct, Lilian? So this one take D hours. L take D minus H 2 hours. So what's the speed? What's the speed to finish? So 1 divide D, right? This is the finish. If they do alone, they take so the speed is 1 divided D. Just like this is how fast they finished every hour. And for L is D minus 2. 就相当于吃饭吧，就相当于你比如说你花了 D minutes finish 1 bowl, and L 花了 D minus 2 minutes. So speed every minute he finishes so much. The L every minute finish so much, right? So if they eat it together, so 1 minute he eat so much, L 1 minute he finish so much. So totally only 1 bowl they can take 4 minutes. You can explain this way. So you can find out D and find out D minus 2, right? Is it correct? Understand now, Lilian?
Yeah.
Just like if you say also can explain another way, say well, one cake. So D take D minutes to finish. L take less than 2 minutes, so it's D minus 2 minutes finished. So if they eat together, they take 4 minutes to finish. So what every minute D eat so much cake. Every minute the L finish so much cake. So if they eat it together, so each minute eat so much cake. So totally only 1 cake divided so much. So will be take 11 minutes they totally spend. So actually you build this kind of equation only have 1 variable, right? 1 variable we can make their common denominator. So here is D minus 2 plus D, right? Over equals 4. So flip over. Let me write it here. So D minus 2, and bottom is 2, is 2D minus 2, right? And equals 4. So you can got the least part. So both sides time here. So left side is became D became minus 2D, and right side became 8D minus 8, right? So it change into, right? Is it correct?
Yeah.
So we can do the to find the change into this formulation. Is what? Is it correct? Hopefully I didn't make any mistake here. I think the last time was pretty quick. Oh yeah, so you can do the use the formula. You can say here is plus 25. Here still negative 8 plus 25. Right. So D minus 5 squared equals 17. So D equals 5 plus minus square root 17. 17 close to 4. So here about 9 hour, right? 4.1, so 9.1 hour. And 5 minus here became 0 0.9, I mean 0 0.9, negative 0.9 hour. So D is taken 9.1 hour, D minus 2, the error guy, the Lucy guy. So take 7.1 hour. But if D equals 0 0.9, D became negative. So this one is not so reasonable, right? D cannot take a negative 1.1 hours. So it means D 9.1 hours, error takes 7.1. We can confirm it. So 1 divided 1.9 is close to 0 0.1, right? 1.7.1 is, sorry, here 0 0.1, yeah. Here 0.14, 0.11. So plus together they are eat 1/4 per minute. Divided 1/4 equal 4 hours. So it makes sense. Got it?
Yeah.
Green screen this one. Oh, come back to visit this video. I think last one I make a video. I don't know. Yeah. All right, let's move on next one. Or you can print screen if you like. Fontaine, can you hear us? Make some noise. I don't know if you can make some noise. Say something. Any other question? No. Let's go back. Let me go my initial plan. Okay. So this part actually we didn't talk earlier. So let's go through this one quickly. All right. So this is called advanced format. Advanced format, right? I think last time the challenge a lot of people is about the square root, because we didn't talk about square root. We didn't talk about. So let's begin 33. 33. So we try to replace this one with the t first. Right? Everyone can understand this one, right? Called replacement. So t squared. So this one was supposed t equal p plus 2. So became t squared equal 90 minus 20, right? So this change into quadratic equations. So we can factor them. It's -4, -5 equals 0. So t1 equal 4, t2 equal 5. So put this back. P plus 2 equal 4, or P plus 2 equal 5. So P1 equal 2, P2 equal 3. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay. All right, let's see so I skip for 34. They are close format. kind question. So let's go 35. 35. 35. So 35, we need to check when do this kind of equation. You know any square root of greater equal than 0. Greater equal than 0. So it means x definitely should be greater equal than 0. All the answers should be greater equal than 0 can make sense, right? So that's one thing to check first, because every square root, least number always positive or greater equal than 0. So this part should also greater equal than 0. So both sides will be both positive number. So they are square. It makes sense because it's just like one side is -5, the other side 5. Both yes, they are equal each other, but actually they're not equal each other, right? And so you should make sure both side is both negative or both positive. So when they square, you can solve the problem, right? So make sure both sides. So we know this any number square root will be greater equal than 0. So we need to secure the left side here should be greater equal than 0. So now both sides is positive and square it. So you can get this one. So this is under this condition. Okay. All right. So after this, you can get here. Right. So we can factor them. So it's -12, +1, right? Negative, how you got -12? This one, +1.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So like for the when you converted like from the 2x equals the square root of 11x plus 3 to 4x to the power of 2 equals 11x plus 3, just basically like added a power of 2 to all of the terms, right?
Yeah, square, just like to say if both sides you are both positive now, you can make it square, right?
Just double check.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very right. After this, so you can say first one, you got -1/4 x2 equal 3. So previously we say this one should be greater equal to 0. So this one is not make sense. Only this one makes sense. Okay. All right. 30, let's go to 37. 37. So right now we make like t equal x. This is exponent. So the exponent actually is a fraction, right? So 37 is changed to t squared plus -80 plus 15 equals 0. Okay. So we can also continue to factor them. Right? So one of them is 3, the other one is 5. So we put the list back. Right. So both sides. So right now, both sides, just like say, both sides need to be cubed. All right. So here actually use some of our earlier co-exponent pencil rule. So x equal 27. Here x equal 125. Right. Okay. So this pretty easy. Through 35, 37. So let's go. So you three all get this, right? Any questions?
No.
No.
Okay, so let's move on 39. 39, same thing here. So anything need a square root. If you anything square root, we suppose beneath here should be greater or equal than 0 first. And also we can do some transform too. So you can see this one -2 equals here, right? So this one should be greater or equal than 0. And this one should be greater or equal than 0 too, because this one is always positive. This one also should be positive. So right now it means x should be greater or equal than 2. For this part greater or equal than 0, this means 2x less than or equal 19. Actually, it should be x less than 19/2. So actually, the x only can be the solution should be in between these two numbers. right? In between should be greater than 2, at the same time less than here. So can make this equation reasonable. Okay, reasonable. So it means this is positive, this is also positive. And in underneath here should be positive too. So based on here, right now both sides can square. So both sides square, which means left side is became square, right side became this one, right? So we do some simplify process. Okay. So continue combine like terms. Right? Okay, so actually we'll keep this one in the 19 here. All right, so we make it perfect square. Perfect square here plus 1, right? So here minus 2. I'm sorry, here didn't move here. Plus 1. This 2 is come from here. Plus 1, both sides plus 1. So here is x minus 1 square equals 18. Okay, so x equal what? Can you guys find out? 1. Okay, 1 is come from here, right? The square root 18 is 3 square root 2, right? Because 9 times 2. All right, so we need to make sure they are fit in met this situation first. Well, so you can see this is around, here is 1.414, right? 1 minus 3 times 1414 is 4 points somewhere. So -3 somewhere. So this -1 is not reasonable. What about the positive one? Positive one is 1 plus 3 times 1.4. Here is about 3.2, 4.2. 1 plus 4.2 equal 5 somewhere. So it's reasonable, right? Here is around 9.5. So between 2.2 and 9.5. So the answer actually only one of them is 1 plus 3 square root 2 is the solution for here. Maybe I'm not. Do I do something wrong? Hopefully, I'm not doing something wrong. Uh-oh. Maybe do something wrong. Correct here. Here is not 2. Here should be 4. Here should be 4. So disregard about previously. Here is 4. Here actually is 15. Here became 15. Let me delete this out first. Erase partial. Sometimes just like make mistake will be make a lot of mistake. Delete this part first. It's not right. So let's do one more time. So here is x squared. Here became 19 minus 2x. So became x squared minus 2x. Actually, here is became -15, right? So we can do it a little bit easier. -5 plus 3. So one of them is -3, the other one is +5. +5 is here. -3 is not in the range. Let's check it. Check it. So put a 5 here. 5 minus 19 minus 10 minus 2 is equal 0. So here is 9, right? 9 square root became 3. So 5 minus 3 minus 2. Yes, 5 is correct. What about -3? -3. -3 minus 19 plus 6 minus 2 is not equal 0, right? Because again, -3 here is 25 and -10. So that's why -3 is not the answer. Only the 5 is the answer. Sounds good? Three of you? I'm sometimes a little bit quick. If you not follow me, just let me know.
Okay.
All right, so let's move 40. Since we're 39, so let's do 40 one more time. All right. So let's do some transform for this one first. So transform x minus 3 equals square root 9, 1917 minus 4x. So we need to make sure this greater equal than 0. And this one is greater equal than 0, which means x greater equal than 3, or this one is okay. All right, so here is means x less than 17 over 4. And at the same time greater equal than 3. So actually should be in between this one, right? So right now both sides, make both sides square. This is make both sides square, it means both sides should be both positive, right? Okay, so x squared minus 6x plus 9 is the first part. That part, right part is 17 minus 4x. Right, simplified. And here became negative 8. Right, so we can factor them. So one of them is 4, the other one is negative 2. Only this one makes sense, this one not makes sense. Let's check it. Put a 4 back here.
Wait, did you add the 9 to the other side?
I move everything to the left. Yeah, equals 0, right? You mean you can draw, you can put a note. Do you have a you have can open the on the note?
Oh
You can
wait,
draw.
never mind.
What happened? Yeah, which one? Which you talking about here, right? It's
No,
0, you
you're
mean?
correct. I thought it was something else for a second.
Yeah, no worry. If you feel not follow me, just let me know which part. So this one is 0, you mean? Okay. Well, let's move. Let me move on. So one of the answer is 4, the other answer is -2. Let's check it. Only this 4 in this range. -2 not in range. We can prove it, right? So put a 4 back here. So 4 minus here 14 for 6, right? Because so this makes reasonable equal 0. The 4. But I put -2 in, so okay, -2 minus 17 plus 8 and 3. So you can see -2 here is -5, -2 is -10. That's why -2 is not reasonable. It's not the answer. Need to get rid of this one, keep this one, right? Make sense? All right. Okay, so let's pick one of the most challenging one. Anyone feel any of here is challenging? Huangtian, what about you? No. Mandy and Lillian, did you have any additional question here you feel challenging?
No.
No.
Okay, so I move on next one. Next week 23 kinds of question. So this is the week of 23. We learn about equality. All right, inequality. So inequality, when we talk about inequality, think about this one. So if let's A and B, let's two factors, let's two factors come together. If greater than 0, I'm sorry, can you say not equal 0? Not equal 0. So it means A cannot equal 0 and B cannot equal 0 neither, right? Cannot any one of these factors cannot be equal 0. If one of them equals 0, this one will be equal 0. This makes sense? Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's this one. Let's some example here. Let's one factor, two factor. If they equal 0, We know this how to get this answer, right? So what's the answer of this one? One of them is 2, right?
2 and -3.
Yeah, -3. So you can see all natural numbers is in between here, right? This Excel describe all numbers from 0, whole numbers, fractions, decimals, rational numbers, irrational numbers, all on this line, right? Does it make sense? Andy, Lilian, Quantum.
Yeah.
All number on the line. Something like pi is 3.14 is here, and E is 2.7 something. Also here, 0 in square root 2, where's square root 2? 1.4. Right, square root 2. All numbers, or any numbers from currently without imaginary number, don't call it, but imaginary number is not a real number. Other than that, all real numbers are on this line. So you can see what number can make this equation become 0? Only these two numbers. One is 2, one is 3. Suppose 2 is lower somewhere here, 3 is somewhere before the pi. Let me redraw this. So negative infinity, positive infinity, and 0. How to make it? What number can make the equation become 0?
It's -3.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, 2 and -3. Only these two numbers can make it equal 0. So when I say, okay, if there's an equation is not equal 0, what number can make this not equal 0? We get rid of these two, right? The rest, all number in here, all number between here, all number between here, except these two dots, right? Can make this equation not equal 0. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Right. So the number can be described, say, from negative infinity to -3, -3 to positive 2, and from the 2 to positive infinity. All these numbers, all number in here. Let's so many numbers. So we describe the area. Okay, the number in this section, and the number in these sections, and the numbers in these sections. They have 3 sections: first section, second section, and 3 sections. They can make this not equal 0. Okay, so if they are not equal 0, when they are greater than 0, when they are less than 0, right? They're not equal 0, they have 2 parts. One of them is greater than 0, the other one is less than 0, right? When they are is greater than 0, when they are less than 0, let's think this one first. Think first. So we know the numbers. The numbers here is -3, yes, positive. We know these three area, first area, second area, and third area can make this one not equal 0. But which part can make they greater than 0 or less than 0? So when we make they less than 0, actually these two number, these two factor should be opposite. I mean, one should be positive, one should be negative, right? Can we say that? But one should be positive, one should be negative, or this one negative, or this one positive. Just like this factor, just one of them, if one of them is positive, the other one should be negative.
Because then their
So
product is negative.
Yeah, or opposite. Or opposite. Just like one of them is negative, the other one should be positive. So they can that's 0. Okay, so let's check this number in this area. So if the number less than -3, any number less than -3 make this number what? It's positive, right? Something like say you pick a number -5. -5 minus 2 is negative. Minus 5 plus 3 still negative. So both of all number picked from the area from one area will make these both negative. So negative times negative number will be positive. So the area numbers pick any numbers picked from this area only can make this one greater than 0. Can make it greater than 0. So what about number picked from this area? Something like picking 0. If 0 minus -2 is negative, is negative, right? If 0 plus 3 is positive, so one of them is positive. This one is negative. This one is positive. So
Smaller
one
than 0.
positive number times one negative number will be less than 0. So this area actually make this equation less than 0. Let's see the number picked out from this, the third area. So let's pick something like say 5, okay, bigger than 2. So 5 minus 2 is positive. 5 plus 3 is still positive. Both of these factors will be both positive, right? So positive number times positive number will be greater than 0. So you can see if the number picked from this 1 area and 3 area will make this equation greater than 0. You can see this one will be goes to x less than -2 or x greater than 3. These two range. Any number picked from this is area from 1, this area from 3. Both of the number, both negative or both positive. They can make this equation make sense. But if you the number picked from second range, second area, one of them is positive, the other one is negative. So we'll make this number equation quadratic inequality makes sense, right? So that part would be just like one positive, one negative. So it's in between. So a number here. So X solution here. So this range, the range in number 2 can describe is less than 2, greater than -3. And this range is can describe X less than -3. And the third number here, the X greater than 2, right? So you can see if they are less than 0, these will be needed in this range. In this range. So first, let me go back to, let me clean the screen. Screen is too big. Let me revise this one more time. Maybe a little bit easy to understanding. So if there's a two factor, greater than 0, okay. So we first change if their equation or less than 0. That's 3 different kinds of situation, right? Whatever this kind of equality first, we change to equation first. Okay. And then you can find the solutions. So relative solutions, you actually breaking down these kinds of data into several. When they have 2 solutions, break it to 3 areas, right? You break, like breaking down these 3 areas. 1 area, 2 area, 3 area. So when they are less than 0, when they are, this is less than 0. Less than 0. When they are less than 0, you should pick a number between these two solutions. So x less than 2, greater than -3. If they are greater than 0, actually it's two just outside of these two numbers. What do I mean outside? Actually is from -infinity to 3 or 2 to +infinity. Okay. Does it make sense, Lillian, Mandy, Quantium?
Yeah.
All right, so it's good if you guys understand this one. Let's be easier. So it means we provide you theory how to find the solutions of equality solutions. So let's move on to here, the homework part. So like this one. So if they change equations, so one of the solution is, if they change equation, one of the solution is what? 3/2,
3
right?
over
And the other
negative
one
5 over
is
4.
-5/4. Okay, so we can graph it. Positive infinity, negative infinity, 1. So what? Yeah, one of the answer is here. The other answer is -5/4. So actually, right? So this one means what? It's they breaking down here. So when you say less than equal 0, it's in between these two, right? In between these two. So smaller than the bigger solutions of one. There's two solutions. One of them is a little bit bigger than the other one. So you needed to, so we need to make sure this don't make opposite. So this the area actually, number area is actually is in between these two solutions. Don't write wrong way. Don't put this one on the left or 3/2 on the right. That's nonsense, right? In between this thing. So since they have equation here, we add equation here too. So here need to be, when we draw graphing, we should be make sure this is black. It's not empty. It should be all covered. And but we need to write this one in interval notation. So this one will be write like this way. So including means use the bracket, right? 3/2 is here. -4 is here. So here means including. When we use the parenthesis, it's not included. Okay, make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go to this one, 28. So when they change the equation, one of the solution is -7/6, and the second one is 12/7. Right, so it's greater. So it means, so if you graphing here, 12/7 is here, -7/6 is here, 0 in between, right? So when the greater means outside means less smaller than the smaller one, greater than the greater solution. So it's this area and this area. So how we write it into interval notation? Interval
Wouldn't it
notation.
be
Negative infinity to here. So use the processes, all right?
Yeah, I see that.
Or this one to positive
Infinity.
Yep. See. All right. So I jump a little bit. Not jump, so let's go a little bit more. In my screen first. All right. Let's go to 29. 29 actually we change. Make sure one of the side is equal 0. Okay. Right. So we can factor into one like this. So when we change to equation, one of the solution is 0, the other is 1. When the greater is means outside, so it should be outside. This outside, right? So negative infinity to 0. And actually say all. N means overlap, but all means it can be either side. That's it, right? Much easier. All right, so I jump this 30, go to the 31. 31, you see, this is product, and this is divide. All right, divide we can translate it into multiply. Okay, so So you can see this one less than 0. When we talk about less than 0, so it means these two, we can consider this as one of the factor. Actually, this numerator is the denominator, right? So you need if they are less than 0, actually, what numerator and denominator should be opposite. One should be positive, one should be negative, right? So can translate the same language as the previous word we talked about earlier. Have say consider they have two factors. If they greater than 0, should both positive or both negative. So when these kinds of correlational expression, when they was less than 0, the numerator and denominator, we can consider the similar like a factor situation. These two factors, we can consider this is two factors. If one is positive, the other one should be negative. If one negative, the other one should be positive. Can make this divide is less than 0, right? Right. Less than 0 is means this one is negative. So well, one should be positive, divide negative or positive. So should be like one should be greater than 0 if one should be less than 0. Only thing here, you can be careful about this one. Just the only thing is denominator. It cannot be equal to 0. So it means x definitely cannot equal 10. If less than, it means the denominator is 0. It makes sense. All right, so go back here. So if we understand one, we can translate it into same situation like this way, right? So one of the solution is 0, the other solution is 10. But we cannot make 10 make the equation. I mean, when they change equation, we get the full solution here, right? So one of them 0, the other one is 10. So they should be less than 0. So it means it's between these two solutions, right? So x less than 10, greater than 0. When we write interval notation, will be used the parentheses. Is 0, here is 10. So it's the solution here. So we can pick one answer, check it if they make sense or not. Suppose we pick 1, or you can pick 5. 5 minus 10. The top one is 5, the other one, bottom one is negative 5, equal negative 1, right? Definitely less than 0. So you can see here, these kinds of things have the same principle, same theory behind. We need to make one of the factor 0, the other, greater than 0, the other factor should be less than 0, and can make this reasonable. So it's a very close kinds of theory here. It makes sense?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, let's go to a little bit more challenging one. So what about they have 3 factors? When they have the 3 factors, 1 factor, 2 factor, 3 factor, we use the same procedure. Okay, so first we translate it into the equation first. So you can find the 3 solutions. When they change the equation, what solution would it be? The first one is 4, right? The second one is
Negative 4.
negative 4. Third
6.
one is 6.
Positive 6.
Yep. So you can see also here. So negative 4 is right here. 0. And positive 4 is right here. So we just circle this out first. And 6. So actually this one right now we can see also breaking down how many factors. How many area?
4.
1 area.
4.
2, 3, and 4. 4 different. So different. So you can see here. So what should I say? I can rewrite this one a little bit. Maybe you don't necessarily write, but what I'm trying to explaining here is So, let me write down here, say 2x, because of this 4 come out of 2x minus 80. You actually got this dot, right? I'm sorry, no. 2x minus 80 is right here. So you will equal 0, you got this dot. This is x minus 6, you got this dot. When x plus 4, x equal negative 4, you got this dot. So actually it's right here. We can break it down into 3 here. We actually can rewrite it just like 3 of the time together. So right now it's make it less than 0. So earlier we only talked about 1 positive times 1 negative, definitely less than 0. Or 1 negative times 1 positive number, also less than 0. They have only 2 factors. What about with the 3 factors? Positive, positive, negative. Just at least 2 of them the same, the other one different. Right? If there's 3 numbers, one is positive, and the second number is still positive, and the third number is negative, the product of them will be less than 0, right? So, all right, so let's check these 3 factors. So when the numbers pick from this range in between, in the range 1, so all these 3 factors will be, so suppose that you can pick a negative 10. Negative 10 is in that range, right? So here will be negative, right? Negative 10 plus 4 is negative. And this number also negative. So if you come all number get out of from here, this factor will be negative, this factor will be negative, and this factor also negative. So 3 negative number time together, it will be less than 0. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
So it means the number picked from this area can make this equation make sense. So it's pick, it should be, we can give them positive here. Yeah, it's wide area can make. What about number picked from
Yeah.
the second one?
Can I add something?
Yeah.
So, like for the graph, this line would be like the x-axis. So, then on the graph it would be like squiggly lines. So if you know that like the first part can be used, then for the second part it can't because there's squiggly lines. So
You are
it's
very
gonna
right.
be positive.
You are very right. Yeah. You are very right. Because just like say, when you the next one, the neighbor one will be just like let's see here. So any number pick a number, the neighbor one, and choose a different color. So if a number pick from this one and make this number actually positive, and make this number negative in the left side of here negative, and make this number negative. So these 2 negative actually time together became positive. Positive time another positive, but it's still positive. So this range cannot make sense. And this one makes sense. This one not make sense. Just like I said, the neighbor range would be not acceptable, but the neighbor's neighbor will make sense. Just like I need a drum, like a drum in here. So what the range can make this equation make sense? It's pick from 1 and pick from 3, right? So it would be negative infinity to negative 4. And actually here need to be used the bracket, right? Because here has equality, equal, less than equal. And all the numbers from here is between 4 and here and 6, right? So here need to be they use the bracket. Make sense? Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. All right, so very great. So actually, basically all the similarity, whereas the rest is also very similarity. So let's go to a little bit more. No time go quickly, too quick. So let's go 41. Maybe go to the 41. Go these kinds of higher levels. So 41. All right, so let's make it First, definitely need to factor now. So if like these kinds of cases, definitely first thing you need to factor them. All right, let me factor them first. You group factor them. So we take 4x squared out of here first. The rest x plus 4, right? Minus 9x plus 4, right? So we'll continue factor them. So take this common factor out. The rest became 4x squared minus 9. We can continue factor 4x minus 9 became 2x plus 3, 2x minus 3, greater than 0. So we first change to equation first. So change to equation first. So we can go the first solution is 4, second solution is negative 3 over 2, and third solution is 3 over 2. So we graph it. So 1 is 4, definitely here. 3 over 2 here. 3. So this one do not have equal greater or equal, so we'll take this out first. So this is circle, right? All right, check the number. So there are 3 first. So all number get out from here, make a negative, negative, negative. 3 negative will count together will become negative, right? So this area is not what I want. So area 1 is here. And jump 1 of the area will be go here, right? That's the solution, what are we looking for? So x in between 3 over 2 or x greater than 4. Say x greater than 4. So describe it like this way. So we can, what right interval notation would be, use parentheses here, right? Or we use this way. So 4 with positive infinity. All right, let's pick a number to check it if they make sense or not. The number actually 0 is including here, right? Let's put a 0 here. Well, 0 is 0, 0, 0. Oh, does not make sense, right? Do I will do something wrong? Oh no, I do something wrong. Do you know where I do wrong? So this one actually, this one should be -4. It's not +4. So -4 is right here. Oh, so here is so I will check it. So this somewhere wrong. So actually, breaking down the range is this 3 range. We do not. This one is not like this. So all left part here is not right. So this range right, and this range right. So all we need to check it. All right. So actually, it should be here. It should be in between -4 to here and greater than positive 3 over 2. So here actually 1. So it should be in between. Should be in between here and greater than here. So that's why when we 0 put it here, -36 make it greater 0 is not make sense. Let's check the other one. If you say, what about 10? Yeah, 10 too big a number. We don't have to calculate that kind of thing. Just need a special number. So my 0 is just like in outer range, right? Out of the solution range. When we put it in, when we check it, here left part is -36, but by 0, it makes sense. Definitely should not include in this area. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yep.
I often make mistake. That's why I often need to call check. Okay, let's go more challenging cases. When I have, what about I have 4? You can see this. Actually, you can see when you check the 45, they have 4 factors. We can see that this will have 4 factors. So when they change 0, how many answers? They should have 4 answers. The one of them is 0. The other one is -6. I put a -6 here. And the other one is -1. And the other one is 7. Right? So we just need to put it here. 0, 7, -1, -6. And here's -infinity and +infinity. So right here, they breaking down how many area? 7 is coming from here, right? Here is x, yeah. Yes, x plus 1. Here, x 6. When x plus equals 0, you got a least solution. When x plus 1, you got least solution. When x come is only itself, come here. When x come here, it's got here. So let's say this one. Of the left side of this one, left side number make this factor negative, right? And right part of this number make this factor positive. It makes sense? It makes something like a number. So
Yep.
and if the number come out from, you pick a number from left side, you can see make this one is always negative. And left part and right part make it positive. So it makes sense, right? Actually, so right now, based on the factors, actually breaking down into 5 area. 5 area. So just like the number pick from here, make this one negative. Make this one negative because all the left part of here, right? All left part of the so 4 negative time together is greater than 0, right? So this one is reasonable. So this range is reasonable. It's okay, acceptable. And just like Lilian saying, jump one range. So if number come from here, this one is positive. This one is negative, negative, negative. So 3 negative, 1 positive. It's still negative, right? So this one not acceptable. This acceptable. This not acceptable. It's acceptable. So will be from -infinity to -infinity to -6, and -1 to 0, and as well bigger than 7. Right? Of course, here is the equation. So including this dot, all the dots should be included. So when we write interval notations, will be -infinity to 6. Here use the bracket, and use bracket, and use the bracket. Positive infinity. So actually have 3 area, right? We got very complicated case. Did we? Okay, so let's finish the homework review part. I mean, basically, yeah, the same rule, right? Same rule. All right, let's move on to the new topic. Sounds good?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let me stop this one. Oh, I'm caught. This one. Up.